Zambezi is one of Namibia's 14 regions and is located in the northeastern part of the country. It is bordered almost entirely by foreign countries, namely Angola, Zambia and Botswana. Its only domestic border is with the Kavango East Region. NamPol Regional Commander for the Zambezi Region, Commissioner Andreas Shilelo, now joins us telephonically to touch on crime matters in the Zambezi region. Very good morning to you, Commissioner. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm greeting you from Zambezi region.
Thank you so much. Commissioner, what is the current state of crime in the Zambezi region?
The current state of crime in the Zambezi region is manageable. We have some few numbers of crime of concern, but we also noted some success on crime solving and arresting as well as investigation.
What would you consider as the primary crimes of concern in the region?
The crime of concern in the region currently, number one is cattle theft. Number two is housebreaking, mainly at the lodge establishment. And some few crime of illegal border crossing. Those are the three higher crimes that are reported almost every day in the region.
And how are you addressing the stock theft that is rampant in the region, and who's carrying it out? Is it mostly carried out by Namibian nationals or from neighboring countries?
The cattle theft is committed by cattle theft crime is committed by mostly our neighboring from Zambia, and there are a few Namibians who are assisting them. But we are succeeding. We are succeeding these days with our Zambia counterpart. We team up and conducting joint investigation. We established quite a very good network of informants in both in Namibia and Zambia side. And for the past 3 months, most of the cattle that was stolen has been recovered in Zambia. As I'm speaking to you, there was a number of cattle that was stolen from the quarantine that are landed by Mitco. And we recover about 32 cattle out of a number of cattle that are not unknown, because this quarantine where cattle of Mitco are kept are managed by Mitco. But in several times, some from there are not known very well as to how many cattle that was stolen from there. But we only commend the work of the joint operation, joint investigation between Namibia and Zambia, as well as the informants that are giving information, especially informants from Zambia, where the cattle are taken.
Now, Commissioner, Zambezi region now, like I mentioned in my intro, surrounded by mainly foreign countries, and one of them is Zambia, and we've been experiencing a lot of uncontrolled movement, illegal movement rather, from people coming from Zambia into Namibia. How is that issue being handled and together with our Zambian counterparts?
The borders are porous. The borders are porous, my brother, and we have two border nature, which is the dry border line and also the wet border line, which is the river. So the community living along the borders or border residents in the areas that do not have community, that regarded as a park, but bordering Zambia, are very much porous, and every time community are passing. So the measures in place that we put on is just to escalate patrol, both water patrol and also dry land patrol. Is it a cost? Is a cost exercises because the border is so long and you have to commit more resources and personnel. But as I said, we resorted to work with community. Yeah. We resort to work with community where we establish a lot of informants. That is the only way that we can win this crime, to make sure that we are together with our community and we motivate our community and those communities that are giving positive information concerning border crossing crime or transnational border crime. We are compensating them through the informant funds that are available with the Namibian police. It is helping a lot that we really encouraging also community to report. In return, we always compensate them with the informant funds that are provided through the Inspector General of the Namibian Police.
How would you describe the relations between the Namibian police and that of Botswana and Zambia in terms of addressing transnational crimes?
Yes, both the relationship between us and Botswana and Zambia law enforcement is recommended. But we recommend more on Botswana side because Botswana needs Namibia most, because it is also that we need Botswana most because we are having a common, sharing common park. You know, we have parks that are running from Botswana to Zambia and to Angola, mainly between Botswana, Namibia, and Angola. And these parks are transfrontier parks that shared by the four countries, but mainly between Botswana, Namibia, and Angola. So we first to be working together to make sure that we protect our wildlife animals. So and they are the one who are targeted. Wildlife animals are targeted by transnational poachers. So Botswana need Namibia, Namibia need Botswana, Angola need Namibia, Namibia need the Angola most, because most of the transnational poachers and transnational criminals who are targeting natural resources are coming from the side of Zambia. That is also make now us to be very serious on coordination and cooperation with Zambia, so that we can mitigate this situation. So it means that both four countries, they need each other when it comes to transnational crime. And that is the situation where we are. I am in contact with both the regional commanders in Zambia and Botswana. Even yesterday, we had a meeting with the Botswana police. And the day before, last week we had also a meeting with my counterpart from Zambia, and we every time are in contact with my counterpart in Angola. So we are in between. Namibia is at the center of transnational crime. So we are doing very well, depend on the capacity of our law enforcement when it comes to some important asset. Mainly the transport and the assets that we can use in water patrol, as well as at the dry border. So we need those equipment, especially the vehicle and the boat. As well as we have to escalate these measures into acquisition of drones that can help us in our long-range patrol.
Lastly, Commissioner, we've spoken to different regional commanders, and one of the major concerns that have come up is the crimes that are being committed by the youth in various regions. How will you describe the youth in your region in terms of the crimes that are being committed by them?
So the youth are in the center of the Commission of Crime, whether they are from which countries, even most of the transnational crime or crime activity are carried out by the youth. You know, the situation of unemployment is affecting more youth, and the situation of economy when it comes to even drought that has hit this part of the area. That is now the triangle of the four countries, and the higher population of unemployment in our towns. Most of the affected people by that situation are the youth. So the youth become the majority. Even in custody, you find more youth in custody because of the situation of unemployment. So in various sectors. But the answer is yes, the youth are the most people who are involved in the crime, or in the commission of crime.
So what is being done by the Namibian police and other stakeholders? Are there any programs in place to just deter them from committing crimes?
No, it requires concerted effort, not necessarily the Namibian police alone. We are occupied and very, very busy with a variety of crimes that are committed. Starting from the crime prevention, we provide some counseling on community when we are conducting community policing, but that would be not enough alone without providing anything that changes the life of the youth. I think it requires more concerted effort with some other ministries, including the creation of jobs. The creation of jobs by individuals, not necessarily by the government alone. But I think we have a lot of resources and maybe a lot of ways that we have to come up with creativities to create a job for the youth. So I rather say it requires a concerted effort from various ministries to come together and establish a kind of a commission that look at the unemployment situation in the country and call upon every person to bring his or her idea in innovation so that we can create a work for ourselves rather than to look at the government alone. And probably government will support those initiatives and efforts that can be brought before by the community. By the community. So that is, I think, the only way that I can suggest. But the police cannot do anything to change, anything more to change the situation of our youth unemployment.